Hey, what's up, y'all? This is Justin Wilson, and right now I'm going to talk about this confrontation that led to this white woman pulling out a handgun against this black family. Now, that headline alone would have people assume who's the aggressor. They would say, white privileged woman with the gun, obviously the oppressor. The black family, of course, they have to be the oppressed. But when you look at the video, you will see who is the aggressor and who is the person who is trying to de-escalate the situation, the confrontation, and walk away. Now, I believe this lady was justified in pulling out her gun towards this family, but despite that, they were arrested and charged for pulling out this gun against this family. So we're going to look at this video, and I'm just going to give my comments along with the video showing that this was just wrong on the part of the two black women there, who was a mother and a daughter, and I believe that white family or the husband and wife there, they were actually justified or rational, at least in their thinking. So let's go watch the video.
Wants to violate a 15-year-old.
No, I'm asking a question. She's a child.
She bumped into me when I
So
was
if she did something wrong, she needs to apologize. If she did something wrong,
this ignorant woman bumped into a 15-year-old.
Correct?
And you're on camera.
Okay.
You're feeling threatened.
Okay, well go in.
No, Mom.
I got this.
You're blocking me from getting in my car.
No, we weren't. No, we weren't. No, we weren't.
Wow, you can see how they are just like being extremely belligerent. They're demanding her to apologize for something that is so petty, but you know they're trying to get into a fight. And the fact that they were just taking this to the max of some extreme violation. She says they're violating. She's violating this 15-year-old girl. I'm like, really? Just a bump? Like, for real? You call that a violation? And she didn't. She didn't like beat you up or molest you. Like, why are you taking it to that extreme? So it's obvious that they are trying to get into a fight, and she could tell she doesn't want to get into a fight. And I'm not sure if she's pregnant, but she seemed to have like a pregnant stance, like she's holding her stomach, like, you know, naturally she needs to protect that, or maybe that's where her gun is, or that's just how she stands. But she's not trying to, you know, move or make any sudden movements towards their direction, because they're super close right there in between her car. So if she wanted to get to a car, seeing how belligerent and just crazy they are, if she touched them, that would be an excuse for them to like fight her. So she is taking a lot of cautious. She's being calm, and they're over here calling her ignorant. They're already trying to assume that she's racist. This is annoying. This is an embarrassment to the human race right now.
You're ignorant.
Good thing the husband came by.
She's ignorant.
Or whoever that guy is. I'm not sure if he's the husband.
She's very ignorant.
Dumbass bitch. Yeah, I said it. You say something, I'll beat your white ass. I will. Do something. Please put your
something.
hands up.
Do something.
Please.
Who the fuck do you think you guys are?
Who do you think you are?
Your wife think you are.
You calling her name? She did nothing to you.
Yeah,
I didn't. I didn't. No, you didn't. You're very racist and ignorant.
Now, did you hear that? He said, you're calling my wife names, and the girl holding the camera said, no, I didn't. No, I didn't. And he said, I just watched it. No, you didn't. No, you didn't. All they're doing is just contradicting what he's saying, but what he said was true. So she's blatantly lying on her own camera. She just watched her mother call her a dumb blank B, and then also she's calling them, you know, ignorant and racist. And the funny thing is, people are going to watch this video, see who are the liars, who are the troublemakers, and they're going to still support these troublemakers, these liars. A lot of black people are so they're so tribalistic that they will support even the criminals and the liars, just even the bad in their own community, and they connect that to blackness. But that's just it. Like, forget supporting them when they're doing wrong. If they're doing wrong to your own race. Don't own them. Just leave. Don't own them. Don't support these kinds of people, because they are making us look bad. When they're liars, when they're troublemakers, when they're aggressive, when they are the typical angry black woman, the stereotype that black women don't like, and usually it's the angry black women that don't like the stereotype of the angry black woman. Yeah, when they have this kind of persona for the black community, we should not support this. We should not own this as, oh, this is our people. But the sad thing is, people are going to support them. That's it. It's for tribalism's sake and narrative's sake. You can tell that he is trying his best to, restrain himself, because she says, "I will beat your butt," or the curse word way of saying it. But this is just so ludicrous how they're talking to these adults. I mean, the mother is an adult, but she's teaching her child to act so belligerent like this and just disrespectful. And he is like holding back anger for how they're treating his wife, presumed wife, on my part, and then also just how they're treating him. And she says, "I wish you would do it." Like, do it. Like, she is trying to provoke him to fight them. And I believe that we should write in law that if someone says, "Punch me, hit me, I dare you," and if the person hits them, there should be no charges, period, because you asked for it. And that's the funny thing. A lot of these people, they're provoking fights. They're demanding someone to fight them. And then when they get punched up and, hit by a police officer or someone, they start crying the victim. And they start saying, "Oh, my goodness, he shouldn't have done that." Like, why are you asking for this? It's just so clear that they're racing to be victims by being bullies. But, yeah, they're just calling him racist because, he's white.
Racist because you're calling
No,
them
you
names.
bumped it. She bumped it too.
Why would you bump into
You
her?
cannot just walk
Why would
around
you
calling
bump her?
white
Why
people
would you bump her?
racist. This is not that
Why
type
would
of
you
world.
bump her?
White people
Why
are
would
racist.
you bump her?
No one's
Why
racist.
would you bump her?
I
Why
care
did you
about
say
you.
sorry?
I care
Why
about
did you say
you.
sorry?
And I'm sorry if you've
Why
had an
did you say
incident
sorry?
that has made
If you
someone
bumped
make
into
you
her,
feel
why
like
did you
that.
say sorry?
No one is racist.
If you didn't,
Wow. And what she said there was kind of significant, because she says, you can't just go call white people racist. And this is what, a lot of black people are doing even more after George Floyd. They were doing it a lot before, but we're doing it a lot more now because we have this hypersensitivity. And I would say the media and also our community is at fault for this. To hate white people and have this high suspicion of every white person, saying that they are secretly racist or they are part of the KKK and we just don't know it. And everything they do, whether they swipe at us or give us a mean look or they insult us, that's evidence that they are racist. But really, it's really us trying to lick our wounds for just not accomplishing much. Taking the bait to lose. And I say that because if we were on top of the world, making the most money in the world, and accomplishing I guess the greatest feats as a collective, I'm saying as a collective, then we wouldn't care if someone was racist. We wouldn't care if someone called us the N-word. We wouldn't care if someone bumped us. We would just move on and live our happy lives. But because they act like that this is life or death because someone pushed them, it seems like they have nothing to live for. These people right here. That's why she says, I care for you, and then she says, I'm sorry for whatever happened to you to make you feel this way, because it's true. Like, something happened in their lives for them to act so bitter and take every single, I guess, perceived swipe at them to be an extreme attack. I mean, for real. And probably they get, a lot of abuse at home. Maybe the mother, I doubt she's married. I highly doubt that. But maybe she's been abused and, she been hit at or attacked, or she's been through a lot of fights, or she lives in a extremely aggressive surrounding, and she needs someone weaker to attack. And the best victims right now is to attack white people who are trying their best not to fight back, because they don't want to be, they don't want to be called racist and then lose their jobs or get arrested, especially now. I mean, it is so draconian. This is literally like 1984, right now because no one is, thinking with their heads. They're all just thinking. They're just thinking with like this hive mindset. Like they're scared of just being attacked by black people. They're scared of this social justice woke mob that I think is getting smaller. I don't see why we're like falling down to these people like this. But she this black woman knows that white people are scared of them, and a lot of black people are just they're getting riled up. It's like they can smell fear. They're getting, oh wait, she's scared. She's scared to attack me or fight me back. So I'm gonna really bully her. And yeah, it's just so sad.
I'm sorry if you had something like that happen.
Ignorance.
It's funny, the people that say ignorant and racist are the most racist so many times.
Ma, watch.
Now you guys saw that, right? She clearly hit the van herself. In fact, she went behind the van perhaps to like get the license plate, but she stood by the van. Let's look at it right now. She stood by the van, and she's waiting. She's like, "You're going to hit me?" She said she had enough time to say that, and she's standing there. She's actually far enough to just take one step back and be missed, right? But no, she stood there, and then she did this. She put her arm up. Look, she's waiting. Look how long she's waiting there. And then you see her, she's moving her arm to hit the van. She goes, boom. So this is I think it seemed like this was her plan. Like she was planning to hit the van so that she could find an excuse to actually fight these white people. Because, I mean, they just took recording of them acting a fool, calling them racist, and they just de-escalated. They're like, look, we're not trying to fight you. I'm sorry. Look, let's just go. They need some more evidence. They need some more evidence that these people are racist and that they are the villains in this story. So, yeah, she hit the van on purpose so that they can come out and then they could like fight them because she tried to hit me. But look, you see her arm swinging to hit the van. She didn't move out the way.
Watch.
Get the fuck away from me!
You gonna get her husband.
You better get on my husband right now. Get away. Get the fuck away. Get the fuck away. Get the fuck away. Are you gonna shoot me?
Oh,
Get the fuck away.
look at that. Look at that.
Get away. Call the cops right now. Call them.
Call the cops.
Get the fuck away.
Call the cops.
Get away.
And you can hear how childish this mother is. Man, I praise God I had a good mother. I thank God I had a good mother. She was nothing like this. But you can tell that she wanted this to happen. She's like, oh, like this is exactly what she wanted, It's for her to like become the incredible Hulk white woman with a gun, incredible privileged woman, incredible Karen, But it was clear that this woman, this they call her Karen. I don't want to even call white people Karen anymore. It's not even a joke anymore. But she pulled out the gun because clearly they were going to jump her. That's why she started running. The camera woman, who was a bad camera woman, she started running towards them, and you could just hear the drama in their voice, getting ready to get physical with this woman because they were already trying to fight the woman just for swiping her, just making a mistake of bumping her, and they were waiting for her to say something to get them, riled up. So, yeah, they were going to jump her, and if she had just let them, she just walked out without a gun, it would have been terrible. They would have pulled her here, kicked her. It could have got real bad, left some wounds. She could have probably died. Who knows? So many things can happen in in a little 10-second fight. And the husband, he would have to get involved, and God forbid, he doesn't want to hit a black woman. How's he going to look doing that? So, yeah, she pulled out the gun, and now they're backing up and trying to sound like, oh my goodness, we're the victims. Oh, this is pitiful.
Call them now. With the car. Call them. I'm telling. Get the
Call the cops.
Get the license plate. Get the license plate now. Because you were never about to hit me with the damn car.
Don't you
about to hit me with the car?
Oh,
both of y'all put the guns on me. Call Richard back up here, police. Call Richard back up here now. I got it.
Don't you fucking jump behind my car.
No, I ain't jumping behind your car.
Don't you fucking jump.
Mom, stop moving.
Get the fuck back! Back the fuck up!
And you can see that she is getting scared because there's another there's another video of a different angle, and I think there's another black woman that kind of walks on the side because I guess she doesn't want to be in the crossfire. But if you have someone kind of walking on the other side of you, you just feel like someone's going to jump behind you and jump you and then try to take your gun. And then also this mother of some kind, she is still like not acting afraid, and she's coming up to the woman with the gun. So yeah, if a person is acting that way, that means they're probably not scared enough to back away. They're probably brave enough to try to fight you and take the gun. And at that moment, you can die. So you have to make sure you command respect and keep people from trying to think about doing something like that.
Do you got all this on video?
Yes. No.
Mom, stop walking.
She said, call the police. Now, I hope they're not part of the defund the police crowd. They better not be. And all the defund the police crowd, this should be something you should look forward to. If you believe in defunding the police, then guess what? I guess the white people that you think are going to oppress you, they're going to do it even more without restraint, because they're going to have guns, and who's going to arrest them? Not the police. What, the social worker? But this mother, she said something that was significant from her camera, and I'm going to jump to that side.
You seen that? And then when I hit his car, he wanted to jump out the car and put a gun on me.
Now, did you hear that? She confessed to hitting the car, not the car hitting her. Listen.
Going back. You seen that? And then when I hit his car, he wanted to jump out the car and put a gun on me. And then when I hit his car, he wanted to jump out the car and put a gun on me. And then when I hit his car, he wanted to jump out the car and put a gun on me. That is crazy. Trump making it real comfortable. Call the police. No, don't go anywhere. Call the police. Call the police.
You heard that? She said Trump has made you guys feel real comfortable. And, that's the crazy thing, like how black people think a lot in regards to individuals. They don't see the individual. They see white people. They see the whole race. They see the Klansmen. They see the slave owners. They see all the history of white people in each white individual. So she see Donald Trump as the king of white racists. A lot of black people think this way about Donald Trump, and that's why they feel like, when a white person does something, they want to blame Donald Trump for it, because they think that Donald Trump has set the racists free. Not the captives, but set the racists free. Make them feel comfortable being racist. So this is their mindset, and I feel like this is what it's all about a lot of times. Like, these race wars partially is to get back at Donald Trump. They see him as a symbol. They see every white person as a symbol too of just racist white history. Now, it's unfortunate that this couple was arrested and charged with the felony of assault, even though they were not the ones who were the bullies, who were the aggressors, who actually hit anyone. Or even this woman, she didn't even pull the trigger and shoot anyone, but she is charged with assault? It makes no sense. And it's clear that it was because of self-defense. After that black woman, that mother, hit her car, pretending that she was going to get hit by the car, but she hit the car. And then she says, I'm going to beat your what? Blank, blank, blank. And you see the commotion of the daughter and the mother's running up, towards them. It's clear that this was self-defense. So it makes no sense why they would do this, except that the county is scared. They are nervous of another mob protest, riot, and looting. And when I say mob, I mean just an angry group of people who are just following the crowd and not thinking about what they're doing. They're just destroying stuff for destruction's sake, and they're just so hive-minded that you can't reason with them. So I guess the police force was like, look, we're just going to have to arrest these people to keep at bay the coming violence, because black people and I guess the left and the Marxist crowd, they're becoming more bold, and the Democrats are backing them up. So they're just going to have to bite the bullet and sacrifice these two. And it makes no sense it makes no sense that the husband was arrested. Like, what did he do? He didn't even have the gun. it was the wife. So, like, what was the logic behind arresting him? Except that he's white. Maybe he said, "Look, arrest me too, because I'm not going to let my wife be arrested alone." I would say that's commendable, but yeah, it makes no sense. So, I don't know. Tell me what you think. Do you agree, disagree? Comment below. Subscribe if you haven't been here. And if you'd like to support my voice, you can donate to my PayPal down below. And I will see you guys in another video. God bless and have a good day.